Hey guys, welcome back to Magical Beginnings. It's your girl, yours truly, Red, and today I would like to talk all about Ancestral Reverence. But before we get into that, as promised, I want to update you guys on the attraction oil that we made together in the last video. So this is about 16 days in. It has a nice light earthy smell. I actually took a bath in some, not in this one. This one was made for candles. Not that you can't use that, but this one with the coconut oil base. If you didn't check out the video and we made them to know the difference between them, definitely check it out. I'll put the link in the description box below. I'm gonna say I squeezed it so tight, but I added a little bit to my bath. Oh God, and it felt so good. My skin was so soft, and I had just this air of self-love and abundance, and my meditation was so clear that night, and I slept so good. And the next day I saw my babe and we had such a really good time. And yeah, I love the energy. I definitely agree that it has the energies that's necessary for attracting love, self-love, love from others, love from the world. And I'm really excited about it. And if you would like a 1 ounce, I don't want to say sample because it's not really a sample. 1 ounce is actually a decent amount of oil for anointing candles and baths with. But if you would like a 1 ounce trial of the oil, and I'm not going to say that it's free because everybody has to put work in to get something. Nothing in life is free. But stay tuned to the end of the video, and I'm going to let you guys know how you can enter to win a 1 ounce bottle of my attraction oil. And until then, let's just jump right on into Ancestral Reverence. So Ancestral Reverence is the act of remembering, honoring, and paying respect to those who are no longer a part of the physical plane. Ancestors can be someone that you share DNA with. It can be someone that you know, someone that you don't know, someone that you love in life, someone that you've never met but did reading up on or heard of, and they were influential to you in some sort of way, and because of that you hold them dear to you. Any person that you have love and admiration for is an ancestor. Anyone who has passed over the physical plane is an ancestor. Doesn't matter if they were younger than you, they're an ancestor in the aspect that they're older than you in a spiritual plane. Therefore, everyone who's not here, is an ancestor. And the act of paying reverence is anything that shows them love, homage, respect, remembering them, speaking their name out loud, lighting a candle, keeping their picture up, letting balloons off on their day of birth or death, cooking their favorite meal. Anything that draws you closer to someone who is not here is a form of reverence. And I believe it's a very useful, very helpful, very necessary part of spirituality and spiritual growth. And I definitely encourage those who don't practice ancestor reverence to add it into your daily routines. Again, there are many different ways to pay homage to your ancestors. Some people have ancestor altars, they have pictures set up, they leave flowers and cigars and candy and glasses of water or milk, oils, perfumes, anything that they held dear in one small setting is considered an altar or a shrine. And it's a great way to pay homage just year round to a specific ancestor, or to all your ancestors, to all ancestors, period. When I'm talking about my bloodline, I'm very specific about it. I say bloodline. When I say ancestors, I just mean everyone. And I am a true believer that all life is connected. Therefore, everyone who passed is an ancestor, and everyone can be looked upon for help, for advice, and that all ancestors deserve the energy of reverence. Immortality is not a physical achievement. Our bodies are loners. A lot of people say, oh, I'm a body and I got a spirit. No, you're a spirit and you got a body. It's not yours. It will die and it can't go on to the next. Our spirits, however, are immortal. They last forever. And part of being immortal is being remembered. That's how you feed immortality. That's how you give spirit strength. There are so many entities, spirits, energies, however you want to call them, deities, gods, goddesses, that we don't know of and we don't speak their names. And it's not that they're not out there to help us. They're just so weak in a sense because we don't pay homage. So me personally, I make it a practice to send love, light, and energy to all ancestors, because I know when I'm gone, 1,000 years after my son is gone, his sons, daughters, God willing, he have children, my daughter's children, their children, for however long to come. Eventually, Ebony will be forgotten. It's sad, but it's true. So I hope that there are others like me who just give energy to all spirits. One day, the United States will fuck around and blow itself up, and none of us will be here. And people won't even remember America because we were such a fucking horrible country. Let me not do this. Lord, I got caught, but fuck that. Yeah, this country is full of shit, and you know what? If it's forgotten about as a whole, that would be fucked up, but I can't say that I would be surprised. So I hope there are people like me who just send love, light, and energy to everybody, because America has a lot of great, beautiful people, always have, always will, but unfortunately, our government is another story, and I'm going to leave that just like that. Ancestral reverence. So, paying respects to our ancestors, again, it feeds them. It's necessary. I could see how quick I calm down. I ain't shit. But it feeds them. It gives them the energy that they need to respond to us when we pray to our ancestors, when we request help clearing our paths, help with our children when they're stressing us out, like, oh God, especially if you have someone close. Now, I'm blessed to not have too many known ancestors, but I have many, well, bloodline ancestors. I have many non-bloodline ancestors that I pay homage to and I request help from and assistance for so many different things. So again, I personally, I have an altar. It doubles as an ancestor and a working altar. If you guys want to know more about altars, I know a lot of you are like, wait a minute, you're not supposed to mix it. So if you want to talk about altars, leave me a comment and we can talk about altars. But my altar does what I wanted to do when I wanted to do it. And I have a picture of my deceased son on it. Inside of it, because it's a cabinet altar, I have obituaries from so many people that I grew up looking up to, so many people who have loved me in life and passed over, even though we don't have blood connections. The few blood connected relative was only one, thank God, besides my son. Their obituary is in there, and you know, I like to bring them out when I'm working with all my ancestors, or when I'm working with a specific one. Usually that one blood relative, my uncle, he was the nigga, he was that dude. So I bring him out often, I talk to him, pray to him, and I get responses back. This energy is necessary. We have to remember our ancestors without always boohoo crying. It's okay to mourn. There's nothing wrong with mourning, but mourning and ancestral reverence are two different things. You don't want to, it's hard not to miss who's not here. I think it's actually impossible, but we don't want to get caught up in the sorrow. That's low vibes. They don't want that for us. We don't need that for us. We got to keep our physical and mental on high vibes so that way our spiritual will stay on high vibes. And it's important to remember them with a smile. I like to leave glasses of water, glasses of milk, occasionally alcohol. I don't like to have my ancestors twisted. I like to have them clear-headed. But every now and then, holidays, birthdays, yeah, the same way. I'm not a big drinker. I think alcohol blocks spiritual connection. So I'm not big on drinking. I'm a smoker. I smoke all day, every day. So, you know, again, I don't drink too much. And again, I don't have any ancestors who were big, big alcoholics, big, big drinkers. My uncle turned up with a bottle. So, you know, I occasionally leave him alcohol. I pour salute to the ground when opening bottles with friends, things of that nature, you know, or my first sip if it's not, you know, if it's a shared bottle and everybody's not with that. Some people aren't, but most people are. And again, it's not even about being spiritual. It's ancestral reverence. Pouring out a sip of a 40 or a bottle of Henny or whatever it is that you're drinking, even a glass of your bottled water, pouring it to the earth and taking a moment and dedicating that to the spirit world is a really, really, really big thing. It's really necessary. Just because they're not here physically doesn't mean that they don't need energy. It doesn't mean that they don't need to feel love and honor and respect. And by giving it to them, again, the only thing that can happen and result is they connect closer to you. You keep those lines of communication stronger. And they'll respond to you more clearly, whether it's through signs, hearing. Some of us are claircognizant, clairescent, clairvoyant, savant. Is levels to psychic. We all possess some kind of psychic ability, and there's levels to it. So whether you get signs from the universe, it could be you driving down a road and see something that has your uncle, your aunt, your whoever you were just recently thinking of, remembering. Somebody was asking for, you might see their name in a sign, or on a name tag of a miscellaneous person coming to help you with your bags. Pay attention to signs, because once you ask the universe, the spirit world, the energies around you to help you, just like with curios, when you ask things that have been, that are alive, that have connections to us for help, they respond. You understand? So you can't just think you're going to get without giving. So ancestor reverence is a great, wonderful practice to open up those lines. Especially, I know a lot of people say that, oh, I poured salutations to my ancestors, I lit a candle, I prayed for help, and I didn't get any. Well, is that the first time you've ever done it? Is this a normal practice? Do you think about them often? Do you give them love and energy often? It's not that they don't want to help. The connection just might not be strong enough for them to reach you on a level that you need them to, on a level that they want to. So, yeah, ancestor reverence is a wonderful, wonderful way to connect with your ancestors, to remember your ancestors. I love the act of letting balloons go on someone's birthday. I love when I see a bunch of balloons. I don't even know who they're going to sometimes, because a lot of people do that practice. I just look at them and smile and think of just all the ancestors that are seeing that and enjoying the show of balloons in the air and lighting a candle. My deceased son, I make a big dinner on his birthdays often, and one day I would hope to throw a really big party on his birthday as if he was here. We're gonna turn up crazy, and stuff like that is cool. It brings you closer. Remembering my neighbors, I was really big on shopping for old people when I was younger, doing a little running around. I'm still kind of big on that with my grandma and my neighbor. But yeah, these people, I took care of them in life in a sense. They took care of me in life in a sense, even though my mom was always my sole provider. But taking care of somebody is not just financial. It's being an ear to talk to. It's a hug when you need it. It's a, you did that. Ow, I see you. Oh, you look pretty today. Or congratulations when they see you in your cap and gown. Like, we have so many people in our life who we look up to, who make us happy, who love us on one way or another. And when these people are gone, that love should never leave. When we're gone, we're going to still be loved. So I just wanted, this is not going to be a long video, and I'm getting better with keeping up with time management, but I just wanted to definitely take a moment to make sure to speak upon ancestor reverence. Yes, it's an amazing practice, and yes, it should be done. And don't be afraid. I know some people are like, oh, that's working with spirits. I don't want to work with spirits. I mean, no matter who you pray to, you're not praying to a physical person, I'm almost sure. So that's kind of working with spirits. So get that out of your head. There's nothing evil about it. Stop getting your knowledge of occult practice from TV and whitewashed books and movies. The people who loved us in life love us in death. And the same way I have no grandkids, but I know I will have them. And I love them because of that. The same way I loved them before they exist, people will love us after we're gone. They'll see pictures of us in old photo books, and they'll hear stories like, yeah, your great-great-aunt and your great-great-uncle and your great-grandfather, this, that, and third, whoever you are to them, whoever they are to you, you'll be remembered. And again, 15, 20,000, 100,000 years from now, we might not be remembered by name, by race. We might not be remembered by personality. But as long as the fact that existence existed before the person who is existing remembers, did that make sense? I don't know. Let me say that again. As long as someone remembers that there were people, that there were life, that there was life before them, and that no matter if that person or if evolution changes and we're no longer people or things evolve into things or creatures or whatever the case is, as long as life is remembered, we feed that immortality, we feed that energy. And I just want to let you guys know that is it has nothing but positive feedback, and it's definitely something you should get used to. If you are blessed to not have any genetic bloodline ancestors, love the ones you have while they're here in the physical. Love them even harder now that you know, that you come to the realization, because this is the realization we're talking right now. Our people aren't going to be here forever. Our moms, our dads, our kids, our friends, people won't be here forever. We have to love them. Let them know that they're loved while they're here. Spend time, phone calls, check up on them, more than just little bum ass Facebook and Instagram likes and posts. Go pop up on a nigga. Let somebody know, yo, I love you. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're not big on saying it, just being there for somebody. You know what I mean? If you're in a position to help somebody, whether it's financial, emotional, you do that. Because again, one of you, there's going to come a day when one of you won't be here. And whichever one of you is here, whichever one of you is not here, you're going to want to be remembered, loved, and respected by the one that is here. So love your people while you can. Love those who have came before you, ancestors known and unknown. They're a big part of our everyday, the life that we're living, everything, you know, even with our problems. I was just popping mad shit about the government if I didn't bleep that out by the time this hits YouTube. But yeah, even those who fucked up the world, we can still call on them to ask them to fix it. I don't really think that this was the plan. Even the most money hungriest of them all, I don't think this was the plan. And if it was, damn, that's fucked up. Oh, which brings me to ancestors that are not so nice. I just talked mad junk about how all spirits need energy and we should feed them and love them. And what about the mean ones? Rapists, murderers, psychopaths, just straight up mean people who you did not love in life, who you read up on and don't have, and you're grateful that you weren't born in their era because you probably would have assassinated them or been assassinated by them. What about those souls? Yeah, I'm one of those. Everybody got to get love. Everything returns to what I've read up on as referred to as the Da. Whether that's the nothingness of the existence, if that's just the collectiveness of the existence where everything goes back and gets cleaned and yada yada yada. Everything returns to the Da, which means everything has a chance to grow, improve. Let's say you have a fucked up parent who dies today. You never gave a fuck about them. They never gave a fuck about you. And they die tomorrow. Do you light candles and pray that their transition is smooth and that all is well? You don't have to. I'm not going to even sit there and lie to you. You don't have to. Don't give your energy to nothing or no one that you don't think deserve it. What I would say is send them healing energy. They don't got to be love and light. Everything ain't always love and light. I am not the most peaceful patty in the world. I promise you that. And everything is not love and light. But I've found when it's not love and light, it's usually healing. People be broken. People's souls be broken, especially souls that are neglected, souls that have been forgotten, that haven't gotten any ashe, no love, no reverence for zillions of years and just been sitting in a Da or coming back to this world and living fucked up existences, fuck around and been a roach, and as soon as your egg was hatched, somebody raided you and now you're dead all over again. Like, souls go through a lot. We can't comprehend that in this physical plane because we're so stuck on the here and now. So what I would say for souls that weren't nice souls, send healing energy. Don't have to be love and light. If you can find love and light in you to spare for them, that's fucking popping, and definitely do that. If not, I said enough for all of them. So before we go, how do you win a sample of the attraction oil? So we did 2 blends. This one is for cosmetics, so this one will not be being given out. But this one is a perfect blend of, if you guys remember, soybean and olive oil. So this can go in baths. This can anoint candles. This can be put on your skin. I don't fuck with chemicals, so when I say my shit is safe for everything, just about even consumption, I do mean that. Warning, do not consume that. Is it safe to consume? Of course it is. Would you? Why would you though? Ew. You want to swallow oil, you get some black seed oil. That's the only oil I'm going to promote to just be taking teaspoons and shit off. That's not what that's for. Let's stick to the subject because I'm about to press 22 minutes, which means I didn't keep this video short at all. So, nothing is free in life. I need you guys to put some work in. So if you want to win, if you want a chance to win a 1 ounce bottle of my attraction oil that I have put time, love, consideration, and ashe in, which I have let sit out underneath the full, what was it? It was a full blood wolf moon in eclipse. Bam, it caught all 3 days of the blood of the moon. It caught the first day, which was the blood moon with the eclipse. Oh, it was freezing that night, but it was so beautiful. I hope some of you guys caught it. Any of you who's in the East Coast, I know it definitely showed really, really, really clear out here. But anyway, all you have to do is, if you haven't already, like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. I don't know if it's down below or up above. I ain't gonna lie, it seems like every different format. I check my page, things is all over the place. But I need you guys to hit the like, subscribe, and notification button, that we can keep up with my new videos. Because again, this is a family channel. We're growing together. We have to grow. Grow in numbers, grow in spirituality, grow in love and abundance and prosperity. This is a team effort. So after you do that, one more thing you need to do, you need to drop an ashe in the comments. If you do not know, ashe is spelled like 13 different ways. So whichever way you like spelling it, A-S-E, A-S-H-E, with a hyphen, without the little hyphen. Listen, drop me ashe in the comments. And that's it. You're into it. And next week, I will announce the winner and get that shipped out to you so you can have that by Valentine's Day. Want another chance to win? I have a Facebook page now. It is Magical Beginnings. And find the page, like the page, and same deal. Drop me an ashe in the comments. Send me some love and ashe, and I will definitely not only send it back, I will enter you to win. And yeah, I played myself. It's 22 minutes in. After editing, I'm trying to keep it about 18, 19. But I appreciate those of you who sit and listen to my long-winded ass for the entire video. But y'all have a great day. Much love, much ashe. Namaste as always, and later.